In the dead of night, a man's loud crashing noises disturb his neighbors. Filled with resentment, the building manager goes to warn him but is dragged into the room, and screams of agony echo through the apartment. When the police arrive, they find the manager covered in blood. Young-kook, pointing to a torn body, suggests the manager might have been attacked by an animal. But in the city, where would such a beast come from? Confused, Lee-hyun meticulously searches the crime scene. Under the bed, Lee-hyun discovers a bloodied face.
선생님, 나오세요.
With no place to hide, a man crawls out. He frantically explains to Lee-hyun that he only remembers being incredibly thirsty, and then nothing else. Lee-hyun inquires if the man has recently been scratched by an animal or taken any medication. The man recalls he's a pharmaceutical salesman who just tried a new pneumonia treatment his company produced. This revelation raises Lee-hyun's suspicions. He further questions the man about who he sold the medicine to. The man answers that he recently sold it to a special forces member named Jong-tae. The towel is now stained red with the blood from the man's face. Lee-hyun pries open the man's mouth and is confronted with a terrifying sight, evidence that he had cannibalized the building manager. Just then, more infected individuals appear. How will they handle this unfolding crisis? Saebom and Sun Young, hearing the commotion, arrive just in time to witness a horrifying scene. Saebom, initially moving to intervene, is shocked into stillness. Without hesitation, Saebom shoots Jong-tae in the knee, but it doesn't stop his frenzied attack.
이종태 거기 서.
Jong-tae hissed like a wild animal, and even though Saebom tried his best, he could only suppress him temporarily. Jong-tae, trapped behind a door, furiously headbutts it, terrifying everyone. Saebom asked Sun Young to go first with his injured companion. Suddenly, Jong-tae calms down. To understand what's happening, Saebom cautiously approaches the door, bewildered by the chaotic scene. As she's unsure what to do, she hears a cry for help from inside. Without hesitation, Saebom looks inside to find Jong-tae has regained his senses.
안 물리게 조심해.
Her teammates arrive to help carry Jong-tae out, bringing a moment of relief. However, while cleaning the blood, Saebom notices scratch marks on her palm. Recalling the fight with Jong-tae, she shivers, realizing the wound came from their scuffle. Meanwhile, an armed force arrives, intending to take away everyone who had contact with Jong-tae.
윤 경장이 쏜 친구, 감염병에 걸렸을 가능성이 있습니다.
무슨 감염병이요?
현재 조사 중입니다.
재범아, 지금 누구랑 얘기하는 거야?
중대본 위기대응 센터 소속 환태석 중령입니다. 윤 경장이 나중에 전화 드릴 겁니다. 총 주시고 감염병 조사에 협조해 주시죠.
Saebom, unafraid, doesn't realize a disaster is unfolding.
저 세안경찰서의 정의원 경장입니다. 무슨 일인지 간단하게 말씀해 주시면 안 되겠습니까?
윤세범 경장, 감염된 교육생과 접촉해서 검사 대상이 됐습니다.
이게 무슨 감염 말씀하시는 건지.
이제 알아봐야죠. 그럼 끊습니다.
이종태 맞죠? 감염된 교육생. 저희도 이종태 교육생과 접촉한 살인 피의자를 체포했는데요.
살인이라고 하셨습니까?
사람 목을 물어뜯었는데 감염과 관련이 있는 증상입니까? 혹시 접촉자들도 격리해둬야 합니까?
물리거나 긁혔다면요.
She is then taken to a strange building where Lieutenant Jisoo conducts a series of checks on her and assigns her a room. With nothing to do, Saebom, looking in the mirror, notices the wall has been patched. Driven by curiosity, she tears off the wallpaper, revealing a bloodstain. Then, a piercing scream comes from next door. Confused, Saebom moves to the window. At that moment, a man is surveilling everything happening inside the building. Who is he, and what caused this mutation? A zombie virus outbreak causes chaos throughout the city, and even the military's efforts to contain it are futile. The virus sporadically causes its hosts to lose their minds. But interestingly, after these episodes of madness, their wounds heal rapidly. The origin of this widespread virus remains a mystery. Lee-hyun, seeking answers, goes to the pharmaceutical salesman's house to find the mentioned drug. After a thorough search, he discovers a pill. Knowing Saebom is quarantined, Lee-hyun, concerned for her safety, urgently seeks information about the drug. Lee-hyun asked his friends to help him investigate the drug's manufacturer was the military. The drug, known to cause thirst and dizziness, had been discontinued, but somehow it was stolen and sold. Realizing the gravity of the situation,
경찰입니다. 책임자 좀 만날 수 있을까요?
군사기밀 지역이라 곤란합니다.
한태석 중령님한테 그때 말했던 약 가지고 왔다고 말씀 좀 해주십시오.
들여보내.
Lee-hyun rushes to the quarantine zone to inform Tae-suk of his findings. Tae-suk, seemingly already aware of these details, remains non-committal. Meanwhile, Saebom undergoes various tests and jokingly interacts with Jisoo.
여기 뭐 하는 데입니까? 병원은 아니고 학교 같은데.
사람들 많은 곳에 목 물어뜯는 감염자를 풀어놓을 순 없으니까요.
저도 이종태 교육생처럼 되는 겁니까? 장난친 거예요. 안 물어요. 약 발라주는 줄 알았는데.
Just when Saebom was going back to her room, she saw Jongtae who scratched her, driven by a need to understand what might become of her.
잠깐 얘기 좀 할게요.
Saebom, ignoring Jisoo's objections, forcefully enters the area. Jongtae has regained her senses.
너 괜찮니?
좀 춥긴 한데요. 괜찮습니다.
너 나한테 총 맞은 거 기억해?
네,
동료 물어뜯고 나한테 덤빈 건
잘 모르겠습니다.
기억하네.
윤세훈 씨 물러나요. 위험할지 모릅니다.
괜찮습니다. 지금 멀쩡해 보이는데요. 무슨 약 먹고 미쳤던 거야? 그 약 어디서 났는데?
무슨 말씀이신지 모르겠습니다.
네가 약 준 친구 벌써 체포됐어. 너 경찰 신분이라 가중처벌되는 거 알지? 이거 보이지? 이거 네가 긁었어, 종태야. 여기선 감염병이라고 하는데 난 잘 모르겠거든? 이게 병인지 약 때문인지 알아야 돼, 종태야. 그래야 누나가 안심하고 검사를 받을 수 있거든.
물 좀 마시면 안 될까요?
절대 안 됩니다.
목이 너무 말라요.
But he keeps saying he's thirsty. Saebom was concerned and went to check on Jongtae, but a horrible scene happened.
이종태.
Luckily, the rescue team came in time to save Saebom. Tae-suk then gives Saebom an access card, explaining that her body might possess the virus's antibodies and she needs bi-weekly checkups. An excited Saebom finds Lee-hyun and Saebom tries to scare him but scares Jisoo.
중이님 저 또 못 믿고 섭섭해요 진짜.
Just when it seems the virus spread is under control, a riot breaks out in the quarantine zone, and all infected individuals escape. As the situation escalates, the question arises, how will they face this growing crisis?